Am I the wrong one for refusing to switch back chores with my wife until she apologized? My wife Emma and I have been married for 6 years after dating for 4. We lived together for a year before getting engaged, so we had plenty of time to figure out household responsibilities. At first, when we both worked full-time, we split the chores evenly. But when Emma became pregnant, an unexpected but wonderful surprise, we decided that she would transition to working from home and being a stay-at-home mom. Around the same time, we used our savings to buy a house in Vermont, which came with a sizable yard. I work in construction and have a rotating schedule, 6 weeks on, then 3 weeks off. When I'm home, I take care of all the outdoor maintenance, including mowing the lawn, shoveling snow, and handling firewood. I also help out inside with cooking, cleaning laundry, and grocery shopping. Of course, when I'm away, Emma manages everything on her own. Last weekend, I took our 2 kids out for the morning so Emma could have some time to herself. By the time we got home, the kids were exhausted, so I gave them a bath and put them down for a nap. To avoid waking them, I skipped vacuuming, but tidied up the house and made lunch for Emma and me. After we ate, she went to her office to work and I relaxed with a hockey game. When the kids woke up, I fed them and let them sit with me while I watched the rest of the game. That's when Emma came out and made a sarcastic remark about how nice it must be to only do the easy chores while she handled everything else. I was caught off guard because I felt like I pulled my weight, especially when I was home. I also contribute about 75% of our household income. We ended up arguing and I proposed a solution. For the next 2 weeks we would trade chores completely. I would do all of her responsibilities and she would handle mine. She quickly agreed, assuming my tasks were mostly just driving around on the mower. What she didn't remember was that she had recently ordered 2 cords of firewood which were scheduled for delivery that week. She also chose the cheaper option of having the wood dumped in our driveway rather than stacked in the backyard. Normally, I'd handle this by loading it into a wheelbarrow and stacking it near the house before it got wet or blocked the garage. When the firewood arrived, Emma was busy with something else. Later, when she saw the giant pile, she asked me to move it because she needed to leave. I reminded her that yard work was now her responsibility. She ended up clearing just enough space to get her car out and left. When she got back, the firewood was still sitting there waiting for her. Meanwhile, the house was spotless, the laundry was done, and the kids were bathed and ready for dinner. After struggling with the firewood for a while, Emma finally gave up and asked to switch back. But since it had started raining, I declined. She tried again, saying she hadn't realized how much work I actually did. She apologized and even begged me to take back my chores. I asked what indoor tasks she had left to do for the day. She looked around and realized there was nothing, because I had already done it all. At that point she started crying and I reassured her that I had only been messing around. After dinner, I went outside and stacked the firewood myself. The next day her mother called me furious. She said I was unfair for making Emma do such hard labor and insisted I was being mean. I explained that we had agreed to the swap, but she still wasn't happy with me. Emma, on the other hand, seems to have a new appreciation for the work I do. But her mother? She still thinks I was completely in the wrong. So was I wrong to stick to the agreement until Emma saw things from my perspective?